What's happening, guys? Captain Phil here with the Baitshop Banter podcast.
Captain Bob.
And we are on episode 9, I think, right now, right? Is it 9?
Yep.
Today we're coming to you live from the water. Not live, I guess, because this will be posted tomorrow. So we're not live, but we're on the water. We decided to go out today because Bob had reports of some redfish off the beach in a school that we wanted to go check out. And what happened when we got to the pass, Bob?
The wind is not doing what it was doing.
Yeah, the wind changed
It
unexpectedly.
was blowing more east this morning, and it changed now to like northwest, and it's every bit of 3 to 4 foot in the pass.
Right in the pass.
Outgoing tide, so it's just stacking up.
Yeah, we jumped out and grabbed some bait real quick, and we have some rods out right now, kind of waiting on a redfish to bite. Hopefully we can get one while we're on the show. It'd be awesome. If not, maybe we'll catch one here in a little bit at a different spot. But This is the quietest spot we could find out of the wind, so that's kind of why we're here. But today we're doing a little bit of red fishing over here, so I'll grab some bait here and I'll kind of show you the rigs that we're using and stuff. And we also got kingfish season coming up.
Yeah, that's we still got a couple weeks, I would think. We're starting to come into it now. We've got a bunch of Spanish mackerel around. They're all on a fairly large size. I would say XLs and double XLs. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
but we've been doing a lot of trolling close to the beach. So we're definitely doing our shorter trips now, and get your 3-hour trolling trip in, go catch Spanish mackerel and the small bonitas that are around, and maybe get lucky, get a kingfish.
And we've been crushing redfish inshore. Yesterday we caught well over 100 fish. It wasn't just all reds. If I caught 100 redfish in a day, that'd be a hell of a day. But man, we got everything. We got trout, snook, reds, 5 flounder yesterday I told you about. Yeah. A whole ton of jacks, a whole bunch of Spanish mackerel. I mean, my God, I couldn't keep a bait in the water yesterday.
And that's the best part about it. This time of year, we get all that kind of good fishing going on because everything's moving, the water's cooling down. Everything actually wants to get up and start moving and not just sit in the mud, pretty much, as like
That's
largemouth
exactly what
would
they're
do.
doing. Yep.
They're not moving. They get like lockjaw kind of deal.
Yep. So this is a great time of year to come fishing, but we're out here today on a shallow, flat, grassy area. There should be a couple reds in here, and just to kind of show you what we're using here is just simple whitebait. And so what I like to do with my whitebaits when I'm red fishing, if I have whitebait, is cut the tail off, hook them through the nose so they still breathe, and then I just have a little split shot up there to kind of keep him in place so he doesn't swim too much. One of my little things that I like to do is I run a bite leader. So this section of leader here is 40 pounds. I go down to 25 and then right to the main line, which is a 20-pound braid right now. So that's the bait that we're using out here. They just sit there on the bottom, and we're being super patient, waiting for that fish to bite. So that's kind of what we're doing here. There's different places. Yesterday, every redfish I caught came off cut ladyfish. That's been my ticket lately. We stopped at the bridge and tried to catch some ladyfish today, but that didn't seem to work out too well. Yeah, apparently we suck and can't catch a ladyfish.
It's okay.
I think all this wind just changed, really just stirred everything up.
I think so too. The water's a little bit more murky than it has been too.
It is. We're in 2 feet of water and you can't really see the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a little stirred up, but that's all right. It happens. We got it. Sometimes when that happens for me, I run up north. We all have the grass up there, and it keeps everything super clean up in Dunedin.
It's highly oxygenated.
Yep, and the fish like that. So that's kind of what we're
I don't really feel like getting super wet, but if we had to go that way, we could.
I'm not going that way. There's not enough fuel in the boat for that.
Oh, come on. We got a trolling motor.
We do have a trolling motor. We just troll up there a few miles. We'll be up there at some point today. We don't know when, but we'll be there today.
Eventually we'll make it up there. So, Phil, if we're coming out here red fishing with you, or we're going to come fishing with you, why do you choose the spinning reels over like a bait caster?
Well, I think first off, usability, right?
Okay.
Standard client of mine, a lot of my clients have never even reeled in a fish before, and some of them may only fish 1 or 2 times a year. So when it comes down to spinning reels, it's real easy just to grab one of these and say, crank,
Yeah.
And a lot of times I get people that'll say, why is the reel handle on the wrong side? And I say, well, actually, it's not on the wrong side.
That actually is a righty reel.
This is a righty reel right here, and the reason why we do that is because this is your strong arm. Grab my strong arm, right? And so when you're fighting a fish, especially a bigger fish, this is your steady arm. This is the one that you can hold on to it with. So if you throw a baseball with the right hand, I say this is the way that you should fish. Throw it with the left hand, we should switch it over on the other side for you.
I know a lot of people ask me all the time. I get the same question. Hey, do you have any lefty reels? And I go, well, it's a conventional. You're actually fishing a lefty reel.
Yep.
Because we do reel with our left hand.
Yep, we do.
And people don't realize too is that to make a lefty reel, it actually costs more money. Because for so long they've always made left-hand retrieve reels, not a right-hand retrieve reel for conventional. That it actually costs more money to reverse all the gears and make them.
Yeah, because it has to crank the complete opposite direction. When I was a kid growing up, I think I said this on another podcast, I would always go out and buy left-handed bait casters because I never liked the idea of casting like this and then having to switch hands to start reeling, or the opposite would be this hand. I never thought that was a great idea. I'm like, why would I do that? So I just started buying the left-handed ones because I could just cast and go right into reeling, which I always enjoyed. But spinning reels are, maintenance-wise, they're pretty easy to deal with. We don't run into too many problems with them. I run pretty nice spinning reels. I think anything in the Shimano line is usually pretty good. I run Stratics here. These are the 4000 Stratics. A lot of the guides run Noskis, which is a little bit lower version of the Stratic, and they still work out great.
Same internals, though, I think.
For the most part. There's a couple little differences. Yeah, but I'm a huge fan of those. I've used them, Stratics, pretty much exclusively since I started. But I was on 3Ks, 3000 series. I went up to 4Ks just to have added durability, less breakage, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're out here doing this stuff, and, you know, there's a pretty big fight difference between a 18-inch redfish and a 35-inch redfish.
Oh, 100%.
So having that extra power has been nice, I would say. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And I like light action. So for me...
Yeah, I noticed a lot of your rods have a very nice, light tip to them.
They do, yeah. So you can feel that bait.
Yeah, you can feel your white bait that's only 3 inches long. You can actually feel him swimming around out there.
Exactly. You know when he's getting hit. You can feel, dunk, dunk, dunk. You're like, oh, no, that one's freaking out right now, you know?
Yeah. And that's the difference between, me and you. So, I use bait casters, which is funny, and everybody makes fun of me for it, but they're just as effective as your spinning reels. You know, same concept. If we're catching on a 4-hour or 6-hour, we're doing grunts, porgy, sea bass, hogfish and stuff like that, using a bait caster that's nice and light and you can feel every bite is a lot more effective than using a big red 4-aught, and like a 40-pound rod for groupers that we normally use. Instead of having to sit there and crank them, you can actually have fun with them while you're bringing them up.
Yep. Yeah, I love that idea. And, I think, too, good gear pays for itself eventually.
Oh, it does, 100%.
I think we can grab that rod on the right there. That rod's been with me since 2019. And it's still on charters to this day. That's just something to be said about the quality of rods. Or St. Croix, but that's the quality of rod that I use.
Yeah, I run Daiwa rods, but, when we use the metal guides, because, when you're reeling a fish up, and nothing against customers, but, most of the time they'll knock it on the rail.
All the way, yep.
And what happens is when they do that, the little graphite inserts, which I know happens to you a lot, because you guys got all these tips and stuff. Yeah. But the graphite insert will either get a nick in it or it'll completely pop out. Yep. And when we're running braid, not so much monofilament, but when you're running braid, it will cut that braid and you're like, why did I just get cut off? And it was just all you do is get a bite. You don't even get to fight the fish.
It happens to me once or twice a year. I'll go, wait, what's going on here? Why did the braid break? The braid never breaks, right? Even 20-pound braid, it just never breaks.
Yeah, it's super hard to break 20-pound braid.
And then
I would agree with that. 100%.
And then you reel it up and then people are like, oh, it broke. And I'm like, what? And I go and I'm like, let me see that. And I look at the rod tip and of course there's a little nick right in there. And I'm like, that's it. This rod's up for the day.
You know the age-old trick for checking your guides?
What's that?
Tissue paper.
Yeah.
You run tissue paper through it.
There
if that tissue paper gets any kind of nicks in it or gets caught up, you definitely got a nick in your guide.
That makes a lot of sense. Dollars and cents.
A lot of dollars.
A lot of dollars. Yeah, so the fishing's been, off the charts great. And we've had this east wind lately too, which is kind of keeping probably some of you guys from going out super far.
Yeah, I made it on Monday. It did get nicer for a little while. I made it 15 miles.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up fishing one of the natural natural reefs out there.
Mm-hmm.
We went 3 for 6 on barracudas out there,
That's
all over
awesome.
20 pounds. But we started our morning and our afternoon right in on the beach there, catching the Spanish mackerel along with everybody else.
Yep.
Then we run out and trade them in.
Yep, trade them in. We go upsize.
Yeah, we upsized. What a lot of people don't realize, your barracuda around here, it's not like down in the Caribbean where they're highly, and they have a whole lot of ciguatera.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't have a whole lot of ciguatera here, if at all. I don't think I've ever heard of a recorded case.
I
don't
haven't
know
either
if
here.
you have.
No, I have not.
But ciguatera it attacks your nervous system and gets you all sick and stuff like that. But we don't really get them here, and barracuda are notorious for having them because they eat the parrotfish.
Mm-hmm.
And the parrotfish they eat the coral, and the coral has all that toxin in there, and then it transfers into the barracudas. So a lot of the guys here will be like, oh, it's a barracuda, we don't want to keep it. I go, look, listen, a barracuda, for me, if it's 36 inches or less, up to 20, 25 pounds at the most, it tastes just like grouper.
Yeah, you said that to
texture.
me. You said that to me the other day, and I've never filleted a barracuda out because
they
I'm always,
stink.
I'm always like, no, and they do smell. You know when you're getting one at the boat because that thing stinks. But I've never filleted one out to the point where I'm like, oh, we'll eat this. Never thought about it. So now,
come on.
There we go. Oh, we got a whole something going on over here. What?
You suck. Oh, got him.
Oh, he's all the way over here. Snook on, baby. Was like, what is going on right over there?
You got a net, Phil?
Yeah, there's a net right over there.
Alrighty.
It's a nice snook.
Operate
the net,
your
yeah.
telescopical net here.
He's not very big.
Oh,
he's decent,
it's a
though.
nice one. Well, he's not ready yet.
Nope, get away from the raptors back there, buddy. He's all wrapped up in the other line. There we go, there we go. I got that. Well, we go redfish and we catch snook.
High five.
Yes, high fives are right. That beautiful snook right here. I got tangled up in the other line that I had out.
Oh, did you?
But we'll, no, it's all right.
Steps?
He's all right. Everything's fine. Go.
That's a nice snook. That's almost slot size.
It actually might be.
Slot size.
So, he's still a little fired up. There's that beautiful snook right there we just got, guys. Check him out. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. Let's put him on the measuring tape. Oh, he is.
A little underslot.
He is about a half an inch under slot. Not that I would kill him. But one beautiful Florida snook right there. Right in the middle of the podcast.
He's very happy.
That's pretty freaking cool.
That was pretty cool.
We're like, oh, look at that. That rod's going.
Here.
I was like, oh, I see the swirl over there going, oh, how about that?
I seen the rod go, tap, tap. I'm like, oh, we got one.
Not
You're like, what?
fish.
Oh, we do.
I'm going to have Bob grab the camera real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go over here on this side. Let me show you something really cool about snook. So here's a quick little snook lesson. Here's a quick snook lesson for you guys. So this snook is 27.5 inches. This is a female snook. So all snook are males until they get to that 24 to 25 inch range. They switch over to females, which is definitely unique. But one of the really cool things about snook is when we go to release them, I can gently put this fish back in the water, and then she's gonna clamp down on my thumb, and she's just gonna sit there. And I'm holding her. I'm not even holding her. She's just sucking on my thumb, little thumb sucker there. And when she's ready, she's gonna go, and she's pretty much ready. So I'm gonna wiggle my hand out, give her a little push off, say, see you later, girl. Thanks for hanging out with us today. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. Let Bob get the camera set back up.
Yep.
I'm gonna wipe my hands off. We'll get another bait out there.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna check these baits.
Yeah, you go check some baits over there. And yeah, hopefully we can do it again. All right, another.
What did you do? You sent him into a rock.
I guess I sent that one into a rock. He's like, what's going on over
Catching
here?
rocks.
Another really, really, really important tip when you're fishing for snook and you catch a snook is to retie your leader. So snook don't have the biggest teeth or anything
I'm
like
fired.
that. Hey, you got bit off there.
No bait.
You're fishing on credit, bub. Snook don't have necessarily teeth. It's more sandpaper. I would consider it like a 80 grit or 100 grit sandpaper, but they tear up your leaders really quickly. Lucky for me, I was using a real beautiful little circle hook here, and we did not have any leader tear up, but we do have a little tangle, because I did free line one over there. I'm not going to lie, I did have this one out free line on the back. So I get to do my favorite part of the day, which is fix tangles. And I'm not being sarcastic. I actually really think of it as a challenge, and I'm always like, all right, let me see what I can do here to get this tangle out so I don't have to cut anything.
We're not going to talk about that one.
We're not going to talk about that one?
Nope.
What do you do, Bob? What happens when you're on a charter, Bob, and a tangle happens?
Oh, I sent my bait off. When we get a tangle on our charters, you know, it depends on how bad it is. You know, most of the time, I use monofilament for 90% of my stuff.
Okay.
The quickest, easiest thing for me to do on a charter, especially if we're grouper fishing or something like that, is just to cut it all and then retie it.
Yep.
Because I can retie you faster than it's going to take me 5 minutes to get you unhooked. And when the grouper bite's actually going on and we're on a good spot where they're actually biting, usually within 10 seconds of being on the bottom, you've got another one on.
I can buy into that.
So, you know, if we can keep them going, keep them fired up, you know, you keep them around.
Big wins, big W's, right?
Right.
All right, I'm going to see if I can't find another bait in this live well that I like.
Let me see if I can hook a bait and not send them off my hook
ones
this time.
in there. Got to get one out. Yeah, we'll go with that one.
That's pretty cool. That's the first snook I've seen caught in probably a year.
There you go. So one of the best tips that I like to give, especially when we're out flat fishing like this, there's no real structure around. I know he got snagged up on a rock or something down there.
Oh,
which
it's
is
still
really
out there.
rare.
I just
I'll
left it.
take
That's
care
your
of
job.
It's fine. Is you don't have to use heavy drag, so use lighter drag. Let the fish run. I just clip that tail right there. The fish isn't even going to bleed when I do it, and that's my new bait. That is my new bait.
You know, I would agree to that too. You know, especially like when I'm fishing out there, we got to fish tight drags.
Yeah,
like,
that's
for
different.
a lot of the
There's
stuff
so much
we
structure.
do, especially grouper fishing. You know, a lot of people like to fish the lighter drags for the groupers. I mean, I understand it, you know, and I get it. But a lot of the structure that I fish for a grouper, there's definitely rocks down there. There's definitely coral. Because sometimes you'll watch people down there, they're sitting there, like, oh, I think I got a bite, and then they go to reel, and they're just stuck in the bottom, not realizing that, you know, they actually had a fish on, but that fish ate it and took them into the rocks. Or when they're fishing spinning gear, because unfortunately spinning rods don't have a high enough drag capacity compared to a conventional to actually. Did you lose the hole?
Everything. I don't know what happened.
You're fired.
Well, at least we're going to get to see how to tie an FG knot my way now, which is going to be great for you guys.
Yeah. Unity is good for me.
No. Oh yeah, fix that.
Yeah.
You see, Bob knows. He's fixed the
I do know.
line. What happened there, Bob? Just explain.
So
this
what
one
happens
already.
a lot too is, especially when you're doing inshore and offshore, you know, we get it a lot too when we're bobbing fishing out there. The tip of your rod, what happens to a lot of people is they'll drop this down, and the line will unknowingly do this, which is wrap around the tip. If I can actually get it to do it now. And what happens here is now you can't reel the line in, but if you do get a good fish, the breaking and bending point of that rod now is here. It's no longer at the end of the rod where it's supposed to be to allow the rod to actually bend. You're now bending it right here where you can easily break the rod.
And I have broken rods doing that.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
So now we're going to go into our knot segment of the video for the day, which is going to be me tying an FG knot on camera.
Uh-huh.
So let me get.
Don't mess it up, Phil.
Oh, I won't mess it up. I do this enough every day. So I do an FG knot a little bit different. There's one little trick that I like to do that really locks it in. So my experience with FG knot has been hit and miss. Now it's the only knot that I tie because now I have it down to a point where I'm not having some of these knots loosen up and go away and they lose fish on them. It gets me really frustrated. So little trick that I learned doing it, I'm going to show you. So first thing that I do is this line is the main line. This has to be tight. Put it in my mouth. And then I like to take the leader, wrap it around my fingers a few times so I have something to work with. Go right over top, and then we're going to go under and around just like
That's exactly how I used to tie mine.
Uh-huh.
But then I lost my teeth. Now I can't tie it like that anymore.
Yep.
That's the proper way to tie an FG knot right there.
So we're going to go over this. We're going to do our wraps just like every other FG knot. We're going to do this about 15 to 20 times, give or take.
Depends also on the leader that you have, how heavy the leader is, how heavy the line.
Yep, he's right.
Like he says 15 to 20 wraps. You know, for me, whenever I used to do it, we're using 60, 80 pound braid and usually 80 pound monofilament for our top shots. We're doing anywhere between 20 to 30.
Yeah, and sometimes you do need more, and I agree with that, but I'm fishing 20 and 25 here, so I don't need a lot.
Right.
So here's the trick that I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to try to get close to the camera. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but here's the main line, and this is the leader line, and this is the other main line. The one trick that I like to do is I like to have this line up here a little bit, and then I'm going to do one overhand knot around both the tag end of the main line and the main line itself with the leader. So I just went one around there.
Cinch it down.
You cinch that down. And that locks in that leader on the top because I've had this loosen up a lot of times on me. And then after that, a lot of times on the internet, you read it, they say take the tag end of your leader and they go around your main line and you do overhand knots, right? And they tell you to do like 10 of these things and then do it around both and all this stuff. I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't need to do that. I do like 2 overhand knots with my tag end and that knot's tied. So that what the main thing here is taking that leader and doing the one overhand knot right there. And it really makes all the difference in the world from that line never really coming out.
No, see, that's one of those
never
things where, like,
unraveling.
for me, you know, you tie like that because you're using, you know, white line.
Yeah.
For us, we'll do the overhand knot once or twice, and then we'll actually do a uni knot on top of it, one
And
that slides down and cinch it down.
And the reason why I don't do that,
We have a lot of pull on ours.
you do. The reason why I don't do that is because every one of my clients and myself reels this knot through the guides, and so you end up having problems with it that way.
Yeah,
And
I mean, if it's done the right way, you won't have too many problems.
Yeah.
You know, but using such small, like these are almost like micro guides to me.
Yeah, they're tiny.
You know, so
You can't.
right, you can't reel a big heavy line through
No,
it.
you can't. So that's why, like, even inshore fishing using this 25-pound leader, I can't go up and use a double uni on these rods.
Right.
So it's really based on gear. So when you start looking at
Watch
all
out
that
for the
stuff,
pirates.
yeah, there's the pirates. When you look at the type of gear you use, it also plays into how you tie your knots, even, which is
Yeah.
like wait, what? I mean, every little detail matters out there, and it's all about functionality, right? And a lot of times I go artificial lure fishing, I can only tie an FG because I want to reel that past my 6-7 foot leader, and I want to whip that bait out there. And when I artificial lure fish, one of the things I tell people,
The wind switched.
yeah, it's starting to switch, is that 90% of the fish that I catch on artificial lures at the very furthest point I can cast.
Yep.
And then other than that, you probably won't get a bite, you know, between here and the boat, but that furthest distance, the first 10 feet of that reel, when you cast it out there, that's what's going to make the difference.
Yeah, and I will attest to that. You know, growing up, you know, we fished for striped bass and stuff like that. You're casting at pylons on bridges. Usually that first 6 or 7 pops you make with a bucktail is your
That's
bite,
it.
and that's
yeah,
it.
It's pop, 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 bang, you're there.
Yep. Within the first 3 or 4 pops.
Yep.
Oh, that was a snook.
No, was it?
Yeah.
Well, then we need to put a bait over there. Look
I'm
at
on
this.
it.
I got a freshly rigged up rod.
Nah, I'll beat you to it.
Now go ahead, get her done, buddy. So now I am tying on that little bite leader I was telling you guys about.
Are you still alive, buddy?
I do like having a bite leader
Yeah,
on,
he is.
especially when there's snook in the area, just because they rub through and you never know what you're going to hook into, and I've never had a problem with it failing. When I
don't
tie
have a
my
bite
bite leader, I do tie a double uni on it, because most people won't reel past that, and a lot of times I put my weight, my lead weight, right on top of that double uni or right next to it, and that ends up being the ticket there.
You broke off my bite leader.
Yeah, I did. You didn't retie it.
Well,
So there's that bite leader right there, double uni, and then I probably have about an 8 to 10 inch section. Now I'm going to tie my loop knot. When I tie my loop knot,
that was a mullet.
that was mullet. I got one overhand loop right there. Cinch it down just a little bit. Run the hook through that line, back up under. I'm going to cinch it down a little bit more, and this is when I pinch that, and then I'm going to go ahead and move it down close to the hook. We're going to go around twice, back right through the middle. Can use my teeth, bite it tight, pull it tight, and I always, when I go to do that, I make sure that I pull this way before I pull with my teeth. And so I'm tightening that loop before I tighten down the whole knot.
What
Clip that
cutters are
tag
those?
in, and we're good to go.
Which cutters are these?
So these were at the shop.
Oh, yeah, they're actually pretty nice.
There's a company called Man O' War Fishing.
Yeah.
And they're out of the other coast of Florida. The guy comes over here and delivers all this stuff
I
right
have
to
his
us.
little bait net.
Yeah, a little bait net thing he
Yeah.
has. And honestly, I started using these just to have like a little cutter instead of whipping out a knife. I'm really, really happy with it.
It seems like they're working pretty good.
Yeah, I've used them for, I don't know, I guess it's been about a month now. And I've been really happy with them.
Well, that's
You know,
good to
sometimes you just switch up what you're doing. There's nothing wrong with
makes
trying
makes
something
your life
new.
that much easier.
Yep. And I lose knives sometimes. Like I lost my nice knife.
Oh no.
I threw it in the ocean.
You're fired.
And so instead of having a loss of $130, $140 knife, now I'm just tethered with
That's a big bait.
well, I mean, what do they say? Elephants eat peanuts, or bigger bait, bigger fish?
Both.
Which one? Which one is it, Bob?
Listen, we catch red grouper on chicken wings, and I will wholeheartedly attest to that for the rest of my life.
Oh, it's really shallow here.
Yeah, it's getting shallower.
It's getting shallower by
We
the
may
minute.
have to move.
We might have to back the boat up a little bit.
Wait, hold on. Let's test.
Well,
I don't think we're floating.
I don't
right
think
now.
we're floating either. And
Oh, now we're floating.
are we floating now?
Yeah, now we are. We can always back it up and go try a different place.
We can. We might
Take everybody for a ride.
I just baited and casted a line. We only caught one fish here. Should we take everybody for a ride?
Yeah.
We just leave it on? Or should we cut and then come back?
We can cut.
We can cut. Okay, we're gonna cut.
We'll
we're
be
gonna
back.
go to another spot. So we're gonna go for a quick boat ride and we'll be right back with you guys. Real small. Find it?
All right, guys, we are back. We're at our next spot here. We made a little change here due to the tide. We were losing our tide up in there.
We're gonna get some chum out. So use your chum chucker bat with some bait in there. Give it the old throw out, and we'll see if we can't chum up a redfish here. I'm a
Yeah.
little bit further away from where I want to be, so I don't know if we'll catch anything here. There's some people fishing off the seawall, and don't want to be rude. I want to be nice. So we got some baits out, doing some more red fishing, and see what happens here for a minute.
So what do you got? What do you say is going to get better over the next month? Think snook fishing is going to start to get better again?
So yeah, the snook fishing will definitely get better. I have a secret that I can't tell,
okay.
but they've moved in a little close. So I think some of those snook that were maybe offshore spawning, they've come back into the nearshore reefs at this point. So there's definitely a few around over there. I think the nearshore reef fishing this time of year is just lights out fire. It's amazing. So
Just
I love
Snook or everything in general?
everything.
Everything?
Everything. Mangoes, mackerels,
Kings when they show
trout,
up.
kings. I mean, we were getting everything out there yesterday, and I know that all those fish are going to be there probably for the next few weeks, but we do have a cold front coming through Friday, so I'm a
Yeah,
little worried
that's
about
actually,
that.
well, that's the good thing, though. All right, so you get worried about it. I actually see it as a good thing. So what's going to happen now is all those kingfish that are still up in the Panhandle or up off Louisiana,
gonna start
Texas, they're
moving.
going to move.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
As
sense.
soon as that water starts to dip below like 78, 77, I think we're going to get a good push of them.
Yeah, and I think that's going to happen pretty soon here.
And
I
as long
really
as we
do.
don't get any more consistent amounts of cold fronts where that temperature drops more than like 2 degrees in a couple days, I think we'll be all right. I
Yep.
think it'll hold true for a little while. In the spring this year, we had a really, really good kingfish run. They were all big fish, which was really nice, and they were here for every bit of a month, I would say,
Yeah, I mean,
in the same place. I mean, when you go out every day, you were catching, 15, 20, 30 fish a day, either trolling hardware, which by hardware I mean like planer boards and big metal spoons, or even live baiting, using our rigs that we use.
yep, and you made a really good point there about the temperature of the water. So it's like, all right, cool, we love for it to get down to 78, and that's when the kings start moving in. But the point that you made is it doesn't drop more than 2 degrees over the course of like a few days or a week. So it's a drastic temperature changes that are going to affect your fishing. So when the weather's pretty stable and the conditions are good, that's when fishing's good. So it's a really good point that you made.
And that's probably why the fishing for the past, I'd say, like week here for you guys has been so
fire,
well.
yeah.
Because we haven't had any cold fronts.
Nope.
It's been the consistency of the same wind every day.
Yep.
Anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's all out of the
You know,
east, so
and
it's
out of the
easy
east.
for us.
So what happens with the bait, and a lot of people don't realize this, people hear, oh, east wind, that's not gonna, so we got a fish?
Yeah, but I think it's a catfish.
Oh,
Yeah, it's catfish.
got yourself a hardhead?
I got myself a hardhead over here.
Wow. Watch him bring it up and it's actually a redfish.
That there's 0% chance that this is a redfish. Look, I've caught enough fish to know. Meow
Hey,
mix.
I ain't touching that thing.
So, there you go.
I have put more than I would like to count of them through my hands.
Same.
And my feet. You got a D-hooker?
This is my special tool right
That
here,
is
the
the
old
worst
Baker.
one.
Bullshit, this is the best one.
That's the worst one.
This is the best one.
You
I'm
asked-
using the wrong hand, so I'll go ahead
Oh.
and rotate hands.
Gotta use your strong hand.
I use my strong hand. There we go. Get out of here. Little pain in the ass. Those things
Yeah.
have toxin in their spines, so we stay away from them. I don't feel like getting poked today.
Hey, did you know that if you do get stabbed by one of them, you need to grab the slime off of them and rub it on where they stabbed you, and it won't sting.
Is that the trick for real?
That is legitimately the trick.
I have legitimately never tried that.
Yes, so the next time you get stung by a catfish, if you get poked, run your hand down his back where the spines aren't, get all the slime on your hands and rub it in real hard wherever you got stabbed. Give it about 5-10 minutes. Don't wash your hand off, and it won't sting.
I've never heard that
It
before.
might be a little sore.
Yeah,
but
but
it
not.
ain't
But
gonna
the
sting.
burn won't be there.
Right, it's not going to be super stingy.
I like
you
that
know.
plan. So let's go ahead and catch another catfish. I'll stab myself and we can try it.
You heard him say it. It's going to happen now. I get to stab him.
No, it's not happening. I'm
The last one that got me, we were fishing in the marina there. We were catching big snook, and every once in a while you're dropping down a big mackerel chunk. You're gonna hook catfish. They
Oh, yeah.
marauder it. And I pulled one up, and I went to go take him off the hook, and he fell and went through my boot,
Oh,
through the top of my foot. I pulled my foot out, and that thing hurt like a son of a bitch. And I grabbed him. He may or may not have swam away. We used him for more bait. Yeah.
Stab that thing in the head.
But I rubbed the slime on my foot, and it luckily didn't get infected or anything. It didn't hurt after like an hour. And it didn't hurt anymore at all.
Yeah, marine stings are a funny thing. They hurt pretty bad. The worst marine sting I ever had, let's just do this one. You'll like this. I got stung by a scorpion fish here a few years ago. And if you don't know, scorpion fish carry the same toxin as king cobra. So it's pretty bad. So I got stung, and I didn't realize it at the time. So what happened was,
See what happened was.
I lost my de-hooker in the water. I dropped it overboard like a week before, and I was too cheap to go out and buy another $25 de-hooker, and so I was just using pliers. I took the pliers and I just grabbed the hook and twisted. Well, I twisted, and all the spines went right in the back of my hand,
Oof.
and I didn't even know it. So their spines are so sharp.
Are they very
it's just
fine?
like,
Like
tunk.
needles?
No, like needles. Like you don't even know. You're like, oh. And like 2 minutes later, I look down and my hand's just pouring blood out. I'm like, this is not good right now.
We're on charter?
Yeah, I was on charter.
Oh.
Yeah, we were like 3 miles out because we've caught a
man.
few of them out there.
I've never caught one here.
Oh yeah, just watch out, they're there. And so I'm like, okay, guys, this probably isn't good. Well, it's really not good because we're floating towards the Coast Guard dock right now.
Yeah, we are.
I was like, what's
Why are we
going on
moving?
here? A fish on over here.
Oh, I'll get
There
it.
you go, Bobby, get that one.
Oh my God, I got a reel on a fish.
You got to reel in a catfish now, probably.
Oh, he's off. Thank goodness.
No, he's still on. He's
No,
just
he's
a catfish. Or we just dragging. We're probably dragging.
I don't know what we got here.
I don't know what you got there either.
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
Thank the Lord. Oh, he's got no eyeballs.
That's pinfish action
still
right
swimming?
there. Yeah, it's pinfish action.
Probably check the
Yeah,
rest of
blind
them.
bait's probably some good bait.
Yeah. Whoop, dropping the bait.
So let's bring these baits back in real quick.
You gonna put out the trolley stick?
We'll go on the other side over here. We'll just idle on over there for a quick second.
Other side of the boys here.
Yeah. So
Boys in blue.
So I get stung by this scorpion fish, and I tell my clients, I'm like, all right, we're probably gonna go ahead and get out of here now because I don't need to be.
Is there a fish on there?
I don't know what's going on. It's all over. It's back over here somewhere.
Is it in the motor?
Yeah, it might be.
Very good chance.
Nope, it's not. It's good.
Cool.
There's still one line out.
Yep. Just got you in reverse there,
Thank you.
Skip.
So, sting happens, hurts really bad. I'm like, yeah, we should probably go back in and get this one checked out. Get back to the doc, call my doctor, and the doctor goes, get your ass to the hospital right now. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's not a good thing. So, get down to the hospital. Wife drives me over there. Get to the hospital, and the first doctor comes in. And this is what she says to me. She goes, when did this happen? And I said, it was about 2 hours ago. She goes, okay, you'll live. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You'll live? What do you mean you'll live? She's like, well, if people have a reaction to the venom, they'll die in the first hour. I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh,
so I'm gonna live.
That's good to know.
This is what they said.
Wow.
And so I said, well, what's your treatment plan for these things? Do you have anti-venom so I can like get rid of my symptoms? And she goes, no, we'll just give you an antibiotic and a tetanus shot. And I go, F off, I'm out of here. And I left.
Tetanus shot?
Tetanus shot and antibiotics is what they wanted to do to me. And I was like, no,
Where
we're not
was the
doing
rust?
that. Huh?
Where's the rust?
I don't know, no rust. They
Oh,
just
it's
figured I would
a-
need tetanus shot. So I'm like, come on, guys. So that was completely absurd. But that's what they do. I guess only in Australia do they have the anti-venom.
Really?
Because there's so many rockfish there. Rockfish and scorpionfish are the same thing. There's so many there. People get stung all the time. And I was like, oh, okay, good. Well, whatever. So if you're in the anti-venom field, we probably need some over here in America. Send some over.
Bill.
What? Oh, God. He almost shoved a fish in my mouth. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun getting stung by a scorpionfish.
Oh, I see why you said you needed a new net.
Yeah, the net has a hole in it, by the way. We're going to scoot over here. We'll throw some baits up here on this bank while we're finishing things up and see if we can't catch another fish for you guys.
The sticks look pretty promising.
Yeah, the little area right up here, right off the edge of this flat, especially this time of day. We've done pretty well over here consistently.
Found me a big one.
There you go. I like the biggin ones. So you see them white poles over there? Basically giving out free
Yeah.
spots at this point.
That's all right.
You want to put a bait over that way. We're going to get a little bit shallower so we don't have happen wet over there and the raptors lift up and we started floating. It's because you and I got to the front of the boat and it lifted up.
I know you're calling me fat.
I didn't call you fat. I said we got to the front of the boat.
You called us fat.
It's a we thing.
No, it's a we thing, not a you thing and I thing.
Definitely not a me thing.
Well, it's definitely a me thing, but that's all right.
It's all right, Bob.
It's okay.
Star crunch for the win, right?
Yeah, we live and you learn.
All right, we're probably good enough here. So another little tip I can give you guys, if you have shallow water anchors, what was that right there?
Fish?
Is put your boat in reverse before you drop your anchors down.
We
really good tip.
scared some fish there, Phil. I don't know if it was a snook or a jack or something, but something rolled through the bait that was just your
There's definitely something over there.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I got a big bait too.
Cool. Got one to free line?
No free line.
No.
Just all these. It'll be fine.
Nice light drag.
Yeah.
Get some more
Where are
baits
you
down.
straight out over there where those
It's at
were?
2 o'clock.
Okay. I'm gonna go out this way a little bit.
Yeah, now
with
you're
this
past
one.
them.
I'm gonna go put this one in a rod holder. Love my rod holders. Got a big one? That's a tiny guy. Give me a better one. I know the net's got a hole in it. That won't do. I do like my bigger baits for red fishing, though. I will say that. And I'm not always like, I'm a guy that people ask like, oh, bigger bait, bigger fish. And I don't always agree with that. I'm a person that'll say, elephants eat peanuts kind of thing. But,
I would agree with that 110%.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be out there red grouper fishing, and you know, the guy fishing squid on a chicken rig.
He's the guy that hooks up.
A big rod.
Yeah. It's almost inevitable that way. But man, I'll tell you what, I've caught some plenty big fish on small baits. So you don't always have to have the biggest bait. But a lot of times when I redfish, hey Bob, go on this side of the boat. I just know the area
Lost
here
my bait,
pretty well.
Phil.
Lost your bait? Okay, I'll get you another one.
He fell off. He was not having it.
So it was the bait's fault, not yours?
Yeah. Can you tell I don't inshore fish? My bait falls off.
Get over here, wild guy. All right, where's that one?
Out of grass.
Oh, that's the one that you had out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him right back out to the sticks.
Just anywhere in that area. It doesn't have to be perfectly over there.
Bye.
There you go.
There you go. Now you know where he is. Oh, we're on.
There you go. Grab him, Bob.
I'm going. Oh, we're off.
No, reel. You get him?
Got him.
You got one?
I don't know what it is.
It's not very big, I can tell you that. You're hung up on this one.
Probably a trout. Oh,
Nothing. Spit it.
I suck.
Come on, Bob. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what Bob did. I'm going to teach you all a quick lesson here. Oh, the hook just twisted around.
What did you do?
No, the hook, you got bit by a redfish. It got cuts and everything.
We suck.
Oh, we suck again.
Oh, no.
We suck again. That's a Bob statement. It's not mine.
Yep. I say that a lot.
You do say that whenever your clients miss fish,
if
right?
you come on a charter with me, I always try to explain this. I'm going to yell, but I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling for you. So when I'm sitting there yelling, turn the handle, and you're looking at me like, huh? I'm saying it because you probably have a fish on, and we just need you to turn the handle. You know, we tell everybody too, like, hey, hit him with your purse.
Yeah.
People look at you like you're crazy. I'm like, hey, you got to turn the handle. You can't just stand there and go, what do I do? It's like, you know what you got to do. You just got to get your brain to process it. And unfortunately, if you don't do it every day like we do, we process a little quicker than you will.
Yes.
You know.
So one of the tips I like to point out is, especially when I do this kind of fishing, where we just have the rods or in rod holders, when you go to pick up the rod, and this is like the best tip I can give, is a lot of people will pick it up and then they're going to take the rod and drop it down to start reeling. That's the worst thing you can do. What you want to do is you pick the rod up and actually take a few steps backwards with it and then start reeling. So you're actually applying pressure to that fish really early. We had another one pick it up. Set the hook on him. There you go. There we go. We're hooked up. Bob's hooked up over here. Hope to God it's not another catfish, or else I'm going to call it a day and we're done. But it's fighting pretty decent, it looks like.
Ah, it looks good.
Feel like a catfish?
The other thing a lot of people do is they'll do this.
And then they really horse the fish.
And you don't have to. You just have light fun with them.
Yeah, just be smooth.
Nice
Get the fish to the boat, and you're golden.
Catfish! Let me get your hooker.
I'll do it for you. I don't want you to get stung. We have catfish today. Well, if you want to catch catfish, we got you covered.
Welcome to Phil's Catfish Charters.
Yep, we can do that.
I can use your de-hooker, I just don't like it.
You just don't like it, yeah. That's okay, it happens.
Your spring doesn't even work.
Does the de-hooker work on women too?
You should,
Bad
we
joke.
got another fish on. Phil, you can reel that one in.
Huh?
You can reel that one in. There's another fish on.
Is that catfish probably?
I don't know, but it's fighting pretty good.
If it bounces back like that, it's almost always a catfish.
Well, something splashed.
Oh, there's something splashing up there.
So I don't really know.
It's still light. Oh.
Oh.
No, nothing.
Nope.
All right, let's check the bait out.
Pretty
Well,
good.
bait's looking good. That might have been a red.
Who knows?
Wait, what just happened?
You lost your bait, Phil. You're fired.
No, I still have my bait.
Oh.
Something. I think. Oh, it got caught on this line.
Oh.
So much wind right now.
Oh, you forgot you had a fourth line out?
I suck again.
Oh, it's like the fifth element.
Yeah. All right, bait's back out there. Maybe we can catch something that's not a catfish. We got to get more bait. I need more bait.
Throw some chummers, Phil.
I will in a minute, but I need to bait that hook. You got an empty rod over there.
Come on.
I want a bigger bait.
Okay.
I need a new net is what I really need. Hey, APCO, send me a new net. And somebody's in the sale. APCO sells replacement net parts for the handles. I'm like, I know, I just don't want one. I want a whole new net. I gotta go to the bait store and buy one. Not my shop, we don't sell APCO. All right, here we go. We got our bait. Let's see if we can't get ourselves a redfish. Bob was really hopeful for dinner today. We were hoping to get a red for dinner.
Not so much for me, more so for the wife.
The wife really wanted some redfish. How do you like cooked redfish, Bob?
I don't eat it.
That's right. You suck at eating fish.
No. I did send you a picture of the fish we made the other day. So
you did.
A couple weeks ago, we went out and we were supposed to do some deep drop for like yellow edge and snowies and stuff like that. It turned into 6 to 8 foot seas, and we weren't able to make it out there. We ended up getting like a 30-pound wahoo, a nice mahi, and a bunch of champagne porgies. I almost got hit by a bait, and a couple other fish as well, like big trigger fish. And we got one keeper scamp. So I kept the scamp. Phil, I believe that would be trout.
A jump?
Oh, trout.
Where's the trout?
Right there. Smoking your chummers. It's kind of funny, actually.
Oh, he came up and smoked the chummers?
Smoked them.
Oh, it's even more fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
We ended up with that. I kept some wahoo for myself. It was just a bunch of friends. I like to cook my wahoo, and everybody yelled at me for how I cooked it, actually. I bread them, and then I cook them in some oil for about 30 seconds aside. And then the scamp, I do some paprika, salt, pepper, and a fresh squeezed lemon with some lemon zest.
Yeah.
And
I love
cook
the
it in
lemon
the pan,
zest.
and then flip it over, and then cook it aside. Do the same thing, and then serve it up.
Perfect.
And the wife loved it. And she only likes blackened fish, but she was
Yeah.
good with it. Except she asked for blackened seasoning after the fact. I just kind of looked at her. I was like, I don't know why you need blackened seasoning on a fish that's already cooked.
Yeah, you like to put that on before, not after, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That would be the ideal thing to do.
The ideal thing to do when you blacken some fish.
Oh, he's still half kicking.
Is he?
Yeah, sort of.
Kicking bait.
This is the most inshore fishing I have done since I moved here.
I got to take you out for a real day when the tide's right.
If you were
We just decided to do this
if
on
you
the
were
boat.
a good captain, no tide matters.
We decided to do this last minute. He
This
was like,
was.
let's go. I said, well, I don't really feel like dragging my boat down the boat ramp. Bob's like, well, I'm at the storage unit. I'll just grab it. I'm like, done deal. The one less thing that I don't want to deal with is dragging the boat right now.
Yeah. And look, I mean, I was telling your son there, he's like,
Yeah.
my dad let you drive it? I was like, PJ, I said, my trailer's 46 foot long. Your dad
Yeah.
is maybe 30 foot.
Yeah, it's 30 at best.
That's like-
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I can handle it. Yeah. Hey, look, there's some mating fish. Birdnado.
Oh, wow. Birdnado over there.
It's like it might rain.
Yeah, there's some dark clouds coming this way.
Oh, I say we get it.
We'll give it about 5 more minutes with you guys here, and then we'll go ahead and boogie on out of here
Yeah.
and call it a day. But
Fish on top.
what are they doing on top? They need to go down and eat the bait.
Don't look at me. I'm not the one that has split shots on them.
I like split shots on my baits here because I'm looking for redfish. Not any other crap.
You talking about the rod that's right here that's running?
This one's moving a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's running. He's on there.
No, it's
You
nothing.
suck.
It's nothing. There's nothing there. It was the boat moving. The tip of the boat was wiggling. He's not even picked up. Oh, look right there. What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
There's all kinds of action going on right here.
I'll throw my bait in there too.
Oh! I got bit off.
You got bit off?
Yeah, I got bit off. Slow down the reel. There's plenty of fish over there. Something happened over there. Yep, got bit off.
I bet you it was a Spanish mackerel.
There's no Spanish mackerel on a flat in clear water. Maybe there is where you come from, but definitely not where I come from.
I mean, I don't know. Well, they definitely really like this guy. Poor homeboy.
Oh,
Homeboy's
he's having a bad day.
He was having a really bad day.
Let him swim around out there again. Maybe he'll get eaten. Oh, beautiful day, beautiful day. Today is Wednesday. Cold front comes through
October something.
Friday, October 8th today. Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. Here, fishy.
I missed him.
Need help?
Well, this one had a bite.
Oh, it did? There's all kinds of stuff going on up here.
We just suck.
No, it's all mullet probably.
I don't know. He's got no eyeballs left either.
Pinfish.
Yeah, the pin dogs like
Yeah,
these guys.
the pinfish love to eat them suckers up.
I like how we're just leaving bait on the floor.
Yeah, it happens.
Just,
Just whatever. Shoo, shoo. Baits are flying everywhere.
I grabbed baits and they all fell out of the net.
I will show you guys this. This is neat. So this is just what I use. My simple tackle box. I have a bigger tackle box, but I like to just use a real simple tackle box. So I keep like some bigger hooks. This is my bucket of small hooks that I have. Some random circles over here. And then I just keep like little split shots, and that's it. I don't really use much because I inshore fish, so I don't really need to have all kinds of weights and stuff. I just really like having a simple setup. I've gotten down to this because before I'd have boxes and boxes of stuff and I really find that keeping things simple when I'm on the boat just says, we got this. We don't need to go ham with having some massive tackle box.
I agree. I've got 3 boxes on my boat. One is all sinkers.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is all my hooks. So I've got my 9/0s that I use for groupers, my 3/0s that I use for grunts, as well as my 2/0s that I use for hogfish. So I don't know what size you use for hogfish. I like the
twos.
smaller
I like
hooks.
twos.
Twos
Yeah.
are good. And then I also have one other box that has all my metal spoons in it, and I actually keep all my plugs in like a bag,
Oh, okay.
like a zipper bag.
Yeah.
Like
So
a,
it seals up.
yeah, like a vinyl bag kind
Yeah.
of deal.
And then I carry just one lead box of like bigger leads for offshore stuff.
For the only 3 trips a year you do.
Yeah, that's it. So this just hangs out. It kind of stays away, but I like having that go box, just a little tackle box ready
The
to go.
amount of bait right now.
Of course, I got backup
crazy.
stuff and random lures and stuff on the boat, but I don't really keep a ton of tackle on the boat. I don't.
No, there's no need to. You know, people that keep, you know, a whole bunch of stuff, and I get it. You know, a lot of people want to have options, but it gets too cluttered.
It's too cluttered. Yeah.
You know, when I go into a tackle box and I'm trying to find one hook, I want to be able to open that box, go, here's the hook,
Grab and
close
go.
the box and go.
Yep. I'm a huge
You know.
fan of that. Like, I definitely don't care for the whole I have 80,000 boxes and bins thing, because daily charters I catch the same style fish, the same style fishing.
Exactly.
So over and over again. You
know,
know?
I could tell you my 3 most reoccurring purchases at Fishman's Ideal Supply House. Great place to go.
Or Bel Air Bait and Tackle.
Yeah, or Bel Air Bait and Tackle. You got a fish on, Phil.
There's a fish.
Oh, there's one there. There's one here.
You better grab that one.
All right, I guess I'll grab this
Ah,
one.
this one just bit and let go. You get him?
This one just popped.
They all popped.
Oh no, he's on.
Is he? He's
Yeah,
over
yeah.
top the trolley. There you go.
This feels like a Spaniard mackerel.
Oh, I'm walking right in front of the camera.
Oh, not anymore. Oh, that
Catfish.
feels- no. Yeah,
Catfish.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you guys
Catfish.
ever need to learn how to F
There
up
you
the
go.
catfish?
There is one right there.
We effed up the catfish today.
Catfish charters, baby.
Catfish charters, that's what we do. Not. This one's out of bait. So that'll wrap it up for the day, since clearly we can't get away from the catfish right now.
Hey, we did catch a snook though.
We did catch a nice snook, and that's a win, but the redfish did not want to cooperate right now. So
Go away. Go away. Thank
go away, you slimy little bastard.
you. We can go catch those.
It's probably all ladyfish.
You think so? I bet
Yeah.
you there's a Spanish mackerel in there.
I don't know, Spanish mackerel. We can go over there and throw a bait on him. Screw it.
He said, let's go. Maybe.
Yeah, we should probably go check that out. You want to bring in that last rod for me real quick?
Yeah. Oh, now it started.
Yeah, it just... she
Having
gets feisty.
technical difficulties there, Phil?
Bob's on the bow, everybody. I don't know if you can see over here out to our port stern is a massive swarm of birds.
I will put $1 that I catch a Spanish mackerel.
I don't know if I'm taking that bet, because I feel like he's going to catch a Spanish mackerel.
Look, the other day, we were all trolling, and you were there. Well, you weren't trolling. You were fishing under the bridge there. You were catching what? Jacks,
Big jacks. Yep,
Spanish, ladyfish, everything you could think of.
yep.
This is where we need to put the trolling motor out or something and throw some chummers.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm just waiting to see any fish
I just
actually
seen
come
2
up.
fish roll.
All right, trolley's going in the water. We're gonna rotate out around real quick here. Bob's gonna cast right into it. This swarm of birds. And now they're just following us.
Definitely some bigger fish pushing water down there.
You think so?
Yeah, watch underneath the birds there. You can see them. You see them dart.
Yeah.
How long till one of us catches a bird, Phil?
We got about 2 minutes until that happens.
Yep, there's a fish right underneath them now. You just see him?
You know what's really funny about all this?
What?
Those birds and all those fish went right where we were,
Mm-hmm.
and then we moved.
Listen, that's a good point.
Oh.
Stick and stay.
Stick and
It
stay.
will pay.
Don't leave. Yep. We made bad decision there. It's okay, it happens.
It's all right,
you know.
we're gonna throw out some chummers. I think that might be a great idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go chum them out here.
Yeah, I got you.
You got it, or am I doing
I got
it?
chummers. I'm here. We
He
got
says
plenty
I'm
left.
here. I can do this. Might as well use up the bait we got.
Yeah, we got all the bait. It was a one and done for us, so why not, right? They went right where we were.
Yeah, they did.
We were idiots for moving. Where do these fish go?
Right behind you, right there.
Oh, in front, Spanny Mac right in front, just aired.
Oh. Yeah, they're not Spanish mackerel.
No, there was one. He jumped, I saw him. I swear, man.
Yeah, what did you say? Oh, Bob, they're not Spanish mackerel.
I think it's just birds having a field day. We're currently being shot at by the pirate boat. Not literally, it's a figure of speech, but it is kind of like a cannon, yeah. Yeah, there you go, Bobby.
Ooh, that's a good fish. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you got something really big on. What did you hook into?
I don't know.
Bro! Okay, I'm gonna go get on the motor now.
I got him. He's coming back this way.
He is?
Yeah.
Are
It's
you
good.
sure?
It might be a big jack.
Dude, it's on the surface.
It could be a big jack.
No, he's bigger than that. What the fuck did you just hook, bro?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to drive to get this
It's
fish.
got big head shakes.
Okay. Holy shit, man.
I was like, oh, I'm on. And you're like, to what?
I don't even
I'm
know
like,
what the hell you just hooked.
All right, neutral. Getting close.
Neutral.
That trolling motor off.
Yeah, trolling motor's off. I'll pull it up here. I want. You know what I think you hooked?
A ray?
Yeah, I think you got a stingray.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it?
a shark.
It's a shark?
The big bonnethead.
No.
Yeah.
He's working us all over the place.
It's a good one.
Dude, if that's a bonnet head, that's massive.
Or is it a really big redfish and I just can't? It's a bonnethead.
It's a shark. He's all fired up. I'll tell you, that's a big shark.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm on. You're like, what? I'm like, there
really?
he goes. Going left. Neutral. And
He's off.
That's cool.
That was cool. Hell of a fight. All right, on that note,
We are out of here.
we're out of here. We'll see you guys next week.
But right through the bite leader.
Yeah, see, that's why I run that bite leader, but a shark isn't going to stop a 40-pound leader.
Dude, that thing took off like a bat out of hell.
He really did. Hell yeah.